All right, everyone, welcome back to Dodgeball Toronto's mid-season clash. Terry Thrasher here with
Samantha Sayward.
Ooh, welcome to the commentary mic here.
Oh, thank you, Terry.
And you were saying you know these folks on the team Philthy, which I do not, so.
Yes, I know them very well. They're actually from Philadelphia. They play in Philly Dodgeball, which is a league that I own. So.
Oh, I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah, Philly Dodgeball. Their third-year anniversary is coming up in a few weeks.
Right on.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I figured with a name like Philthy, there was a high chance they were playing out of Philadelphia. So.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. And you may not believe it, but the Toronto Blitz on the other side mostly plays out of Toronto too.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And yeah, you're one of the American players who's been coming up to a few of these tournaments, I think. How has your experience been coming up to Canada?
Oh, I love Dodgeball Toronto. It's one of the best tournaments that gets put on in the world, in my opinion. And
wow.
Been to Worlds.
Yep.
You know, been to a bunch of USA Dodgeball tours, and you know, Dodgeball Toronto does it right here with foam. So happy to be here.
That's really nice to hear, obviously. I, too, will say I think they've done a great job. They've gotten better and better over the years, so awesome to be here. We love you, Dodgeball Toronto. Nice shots coming out of Philthy. I saw a backhand shot, too, off of one of the players out there.
Yeah, so that's actually Zach Finder from Chicago Dodgeball. So it is kind of a mix of Philly and Chicago, but he does this really sick backhand throw, and you never know really where it's going to go.
Yeah, it's a nice tool. I actually do like throwing backhands too. You can't aim it, at least I can't aim it as well as, you know, a proper throw, but I know generally a person-shaped area that it's going.
It will be on the court, hopefully.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're 4 on 3 right now, 2 throws out of the right side on Philthy, and now we have Toronto Blitz with 4 balls.
Oh, there's a 1-for-1 try. Hoover gets under it, though.
It's a great connection.
Yeah, I would actually say a lot of these Toronto Blitz players, I think, have really good hands for catching.
Okay.
We saw that Provincials this year was their first time as a team. They did extremely well on the back of their catching. They're missing the guy who was an absolute black hole for balls. But the folks who are left here are still quite solid. There's a nicely placed shot, but blocked in the air.
And it looks like Pierce
one.
McKenna out of the corner goes for a catch and misses that. So we got a 2-on-2 situation.
I always like seeing how players play those 2-on-2s. There was an aggressive try. Oh, just that second ball got him too.
And he got it off, and he didn't even really set his feet. His feet were outstretched and still made it.
There's a stray ball from, I think, court 2 over there. Yeah, those off-platform throws can be dicey to throw sometimes if you're not really confident.
Well, also because you, as the opposing player, you don't really think that they're going to throw it.
Yes.
So.
Ooh, there's a hit, gets through, 1-on-1.
This is where dodgeball's fun.
Yeah.
1-on-1.
I do like it.
See what you're really about.
Especially both of these players popping up, pushing the opponent back. Oh no, stay in.
Oh, and he's.
Oh no, he does get called out. It looks like Blitz does take that first point off a line out at the back. Never feels good.
Honestly, the line might be the MVP for that round for Toronto Blitz.
You know what? I haven't lined out in like 3 tournaments, and I did today for the first time, and I felt so. Oh.
It's hard because, you know, when you come to all these different tournaments, the court sizes should be the same, but there's also different lines and different colors, and sometimes you get, you know, you back up and you try to get out of the way for a dodge, and your back foot slips. And
and I have to assume for you, like playing in the women's division, there's where the women's lines are, and then if you play co-ed as well, you deal with a different size of court.
Right.
I always assume that's got to be a little bit annoying.
It's a big adjustment. Obviously, like, more space is better. I almost don't even want to say this. I haven't lined out in a really long time because I take an aggressive step forward. But anytime I have lined out, it's through a dodge.
Right.
Just trying to dodge and get out of the way.
Like sliding back and, just losing a little bit of your control or your spacing.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
So it looks like we're 5-on-5 right now. Burden is on Toronto Blitz.
Oh, nice return shot out of the corner.
Great connection by John Price, number 24. And it's really interesting if you're here, you know, there's still a lot of teams playing. It's 8 o'clock at night.
Yep.
We're still out here.
There are consolation men's round matches still to come too. Like,
yes.
I think this is the last round robin set. So yeah, a little bit more to come tonight. And there's more men's playoffs tomorrow as well as the women's division starting. So
yep. We start bright and early, 8 a.m.
That's too early. At least you're coming from an Eastern time zone as well. Like,
that's true.
Yeah.
There's no time change.
We've got Berserk out of Seattle is here.
Yes.
I have to imagine I hope they don't have to play at like 8 a.m. tomorrow.
No.
That'd be tough for them. Ooh, in the hands.
That was a great throw by Hoover. He read that really well on the corner and saw he was up and made a connection.
Yeah, this Blitz team has a lot of savvy, long-time players. So, ooh, that was a neat connection too.
Right now, Philthy has 4 balls.
Yeah, we often see whoever has that second ball take the shot. Not always, but it's a pretty sensible thing to do.
It's interesting because if you're down people and you have 4 balls and you want to try to get a body, but if you're not connecting on that 1 ball, do you try to throw 2?
Yeah. It's one of those like basic strategy things that's actually super important, right? Because you would love each of your players to still have the defensive tool to block with. But like you said, if you're not connecting, if they're just that evasive on the other side, you might have to go a little harder.
Something different, yeah. We got some great dodges over here by Fricker in the right corner. Probably middle's throwing here. Great dodge by Toronto Blitz there in the middle, getting out of the way.
Yeah, some good back and forth. Each team like a 1-for-1 counter try.
And I think it's interesting for the U.S. teams. They may have to adjust to the great honesty from Toronto Blitz. Fingers count.
Yep.
Fingers count. But the count does reset no matter if it's the offense or defense throwing. So that is sometimes a challenge for some of the U.S. teams because that's not the USAD rules. So.
And to be honest, I actually like that if the defensive team throws, that doesn't reset the count. I think that does keep the game moving a little bit more.
Yes.
And I think as we've seen, like the difference between cloth and foam dodgeball, lots of differences in the game. But one thing the cloth game has is just better pace, I would say.
It can be really exciting to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm biased towards foam, but going to Worlds this last year, foam was wildly entertaining. Great connection. Looks like that was by Tyler Underwood, also from Chicago. So we have a 3-on-1 situation.
Philthy doing a great job connecting with the throws. And look at that, 2 right on the mark. And that was their advantage on that point.
Yeah. Now we have a 1-on-1.
Yep, so it looks like we've got Blitz maybe calling a timeout, talking things over. Captain Carr Harris trying to organize the troops there. Philthy, I think, kept things rolling really well on that last point, so they're just going to carry on. Blitz gets to the balls a little faster off the rush. Ooh, nice catch! Short range shot. And that's going to be edge for Philthy. And hey, look at the merch you've got now.
I'm back, branded and everything. Great catch by Matt Manu.
Yeah, that was at short range. Always a little scary to look for those, but love to see it come through. That one pops up. Nobody can get to it. Fricker is out.
So we have a 4-on-5. Great throw from the middle, but doesn't connect from Underwood. So looks like Philthy has Burden. Let's see if they can make a connection.
Decent shot into the middle, doesn't connect. Hoover missing as well. Prasad protecting. I always like the butt scooch backward play.
But it's tough because if you get caught there and someone throws a ball, you kind of.
Oh, another grab, Philthy. They did it with throws last point. They're doing it with catches this one. But yes, it can be a tough position to catch from. I know some people are really comfortable with it, but I will say I'm not.
And it's always cool when you do it, but it's not as cool when you don't do it. So great connection. I think that was Sam Jones, who's played on a few Team USA teams in his dodgeball career.
There's a great shot coming from the other side. Hoover couldn't get back and get safe in time, so Philthy, really strong point there.
This is a really good back and forth, but it does seem like Philthy is building up some momentum here. So what do you think Toronto Blitz needs to do to kind of combat this momentum they have?
It's always it sounds so rudimentary, but it's like you have to hit shots that the other team doesn't catch.
You have to hit the people
Yep.
with the balls.
But even though it sounds really dumb to say, just making sure you're planting your feet, taking the shots, and actually hitting people in spots that they're not likely to make a catch.
Right.
I think sometimes you just have to take a breath and make sure that you're actually making those just fundamental plays really well.
Just going back to basics.
Yeah.
Getting out of the way, like you said, hitting your targets, maybe chilling out a little bit, locking back in mentally, because dodgeball really can be a real mental game at the end of the day once you have the skill set down.
And I find too that like for a lot of us who are like, if you're good at throwing, say, different kinds of curveballs or no-look throws or whatever, sometimes you start to think you can use that a lot more than you probably should, right? And like a good, clean, straight-ahead shot with a lot of power and accuracy behind it is incredibly valuable. So I think just taking a beat and trying to make sure you can hit those, because Blitz did it in the first point, so we know they can.
Self-awareness is another great tool to add to your dodgeball toolbox.
I agree.
All right, so it looks like Toronto is on the offense and misses. Great counter on the corner by McKenna, who is from Atlanta Dodgeball Club. Shout out Atlanta Dodgeball Club.
We got some good representation then.
Yeah, we do. It's kind of a mashup.
I like those Philthy jerseys too. I think they're a neat kind of like almost like a baseball shirt design.
Yeah.
So.
The giant dumpster fire on the back.
Is that what that is? I couldn't make that out from here.
Which is funny because Philly was just on a sanitation strike for 5 days, so it was very relevant just recently.
Huh.
Great pop-up.
Hoover.
Wow.
Nice. He is good at those.
And he's also moving really well. So let's see what we do here with they throw two and miss and throw three.
Draws in another.
Doesn't quite get it. Looks like maybe something connected there on the.
It might have been Hoover getting hit again.
Okay.
I hope so for his teammates' sake, but referees talking.
I think they are saying it hit number 2.
That's what I wonder. If it hit anybody, it would have been number 2, Chris Prasad, but looks like they're saying he can stay in. So
I think also the ref here, right here in the corner, has probably the best angle. So I think it's great that the refs made that call and listened. Empowering refs.
That's right.
We love to see it.
And I do like that more often the center refs are pulling the back line judges up to make those calls if they had a good view of it.
Because you really do have a very good angle.
Certain
right
things.
Here. Yes, on the back corner or the back line here.
Ooh, there's another great shot. I really like the accuracy coming out of Philthy lately.
And creating angles with your throws is really great to do because if you're throwing from the right to the left, they may not expect it.
It's interesting. I have seen a lot of mostly the men's Team USA players have talked about how much Canadians like cross courts, and American players tend to prefer the straight ahead shots.
Right.
Obviously, like you'll mix things up and try to figure out the right tool for the job, but I've been paying a little bit more attention to that ever since I heard players like Xander and Eli mention it.
It's you're probably going to be less consistent with a cross shot throw, but once you do hit it and you get a high priority target out of a corner that wasn't expecting it, that could always block your straight throw. It's a great tool to have. Great dodge here. And then Luke Finder gets a grab right at the line. Great dodging here by number 15, getting out of the way.
Yeah, Randy Hutchinson. So Blitz was on this court last round too, last match, and he has been up and down and moving extremely well, but they track him down that time.
Toronto Blitz really hasn't been able to kind of stop this momentum here, but we are switching sides, it looks like.
Yep. And sometimes that's just a bit of a pace breakup that can help the team that's not had the momentum lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see if Blitz tries to do things a bit differently. I think they've struggled to catch. Like, those have been really good shots coming in from Philthy. They've disguised who it's coming from a lot of times. They have done a few of the kind of nice angles, like you were saying. That obviously makes it harder, too. And while I'm used to seeing a lot of these Blitz players make catches, if the throws are good enough and accurate enough, it's a lot harder to do.
It is, and I think just maybe a little bit more movement out of Toronto Blitz, like staying on your toes, moving your body, always, you know, because really that angle hit by Luke Finder from the left corner to the you know, the opposite corner, he wasn't moving and he wasn't really totally aware of the court. So just maybe a little bit more movement and court awareness. I think they clearly have the ability to turn it around. So I'm interested to see what they change up.
Yeah, there's something about like staying light on your feet and staying in motion a bit on defense that's really important.
And it looks like Toronto escaped the pitch back from Philthy, so it should be on Dodgeball Toronto Blitz to make that.
Ooh, that was close to two different players.
Yes.
There's the slide back by Brendan Noddy. I would be worried about sliding back like that, just about the line. Ooh, that came close to taking out.
We are getting chaotic
wow,
here.
yeah, that's a scramble. Kim almost got hit by a pop-up because he was rushing up. Ball popped off one of his teammates that almost got him in the back, too.
But it's also like court awareness, you know, like if maybe Kim was maybe not as far up and there wasn't so much chaos going on, he might have seen that as an opportunity to catch, but it looks like they did get, that was a great kill from Toronto Blitz on John Price here. So now we're in a 3-on-2.
Yeah, so a little bit of an edge for Blitz. They haven't had a lot of that lately, so they've been hitting on some of those solo shots in a way that they weren't in the last 2 points. So,
right.
But they do still have two to deal with. Kim and Frick are out there. Now I can see that dumpster fire you were talking about really clearly. It's pretty nice. It's got an angry face on it and everything.
It's so angry. It's so angry. Great connection by Fricker in the left corner. Every time Fricker gets someone out in Philly dodgeball, someone yells, "Get fricked." That's appropriate to say, right?
It makes sense, yeah. Oh, that one! Nicely
wow.
caught.
Honestly, great follow through to drop your ball and go for that catch. That was really smart.
And it was very clear that it was a controlled drop. That's important because a disarm obviously would be an out. But yeah, Carrie Burrows of Devil Bats fame.
And like you said, it's all about intention when you drop that. It looks like he's going for the.
Oh, that was. I thought he missed. So Fricker calling himself out there. Much appreciated.
It's good honesty. And it is I see this a lot more often in men's than I do in women's, is someone going up, if it's a 1-on-3, and just sacrificing their body to get that person out, to to get the time to, because really right now Toronto Blitz really can't really waste any time with one ball throws. And so that was a really smart play on their behalf, just to send it and try to get Fricker out at the line. And he did.
Yep, it looked close, but he did drive him away to the side and then just managed to get the hit. Even if it's a graze, it counts.
Yep.
Hoover.
And it doesn't seem that Toronto Blitz can really get the ball into their players' hands on the pitch back, and I think that's definitely been a challenge for them to do an effective pitch back. But they survived it, which is the most important.
They've been quick to the ball, but I think you're right. They haven't activated it as well as you'd hope, I think.
Yeah. And they are fast.
Yes. I think some of their rushers are some of the faster ones in this tournament, at least from what I've seen so far. Ooh, there's a nice counter. McKenna taken out. So Blitz finding a few of those shots a little bit better.
And they've sped up quite a bit their pace, and the pump fakes are looking good out of Toronto Blitz. They're moving a lot better. They're taking a lot more counters.
I think when things aren't going your way and late in the tournament, it's easy to let that energy start to flag. And that one popping up, and that's a good catch. Prasad hands to head. Heads off. That's a good break for Philthy here.
Huge, getting Andrew Kim back in.
Now, since, again, I don't know this team, do they play through anybody in particular usually, or is it a pretty well-rounded group that they kind of expect everybody to carry the play at different times?
Yeah, I think each player on Philthy has their skill set, but you're primarily going to see Kim here in the corner, John Price in the corner, but they've got a lot of varied experience across the board. You know, Sam Jones has played for Team USA in the past. Andrew Kim just made the Team USA practice squad.
Right.
You know, we have Brandon Holub, who's, you know, been playing for about just under 2 years. So.
Pretty new.
Yeah, pretty new, but has picked up really well into the sport. And then Matt Manu's been playing for probably 3 years, 4 years at this point. Great connection over there by Luke Finder. And I believe Luke Finder played pinch in college. And so didn't Tyler Underwood.
Yeah, something that a lot of us in Canada have literally never played. I've done one tournament trying, and I was like, this hurts my hand a lot to really get that grip right.
It's a very different dodgeball format.
Yeah.
It's a giant basketball court. They deflate the balls so they can throw it a certain way. It's insane to watch.
Yeah.
Insane. I played 8.5 one time, and it's not for me.
When I started playing dodgeball in rec leagues here, a lot of them were like 8 1/4 or 8.5 inch foam.
Okay.
And I've only done one event where it was 8.5 rubber, and I will agree, not for me. One of those things too that I have to assume, if like I have decently large hands, but if you don't, I just think those 8 inch and over balls get really tough to throw too.
It's so difficult.
Oh my nice
God.
grab, Holub.
And that's really, honestly, one of his bigger skills is he gets these like crazy catches that I'm like, how did you even get your hands around that?
Because that was up at like the neck chin kind of area, and he just kind of pushed it against himself.
You know, he in a sense he is relatively new, so he's not afraid to make those decisions, and I think that that's actually like a pretty good thing to have, because he just really goes for it.
I know, right? Because if you ask a veteran, like, what should I do with this? They might say, like, well, that's going to be a tough catch. Maybe don't, blah, blah, blah. But, hey, sometimes it works. That was a really aware shot to take out Hutchinson, who was trying to kick a ball back to his side. Yeah. I like that attack, too.
Yeah, that was great. And Philthy is playing like they are pretty fast to the line as well. Great throws out of Toronto Blitz. Really doing that delay throw, because sometimes you might, like it looked like Tyler stopped dodging because he thought the play was over. And they were able to connect that other ball. What's this?
A gentle roll off the court, maybe? When you stagger, ooh, that was interesting.
That was something.
Well, it looked like running a lazy slant in practice.
I was very confused at what just happened.
That was close to low. A nice low shot on Burrows, but he's calling the play again for Blitz.
They got 4 balls. They make a connection. Great throw out of that corner.
I think Holub just saying, "Yep, got my hand on the ball." So
it's great honesty across the board here. Is that number 55 again?
Yeah, Alan Hoover.
He's having a great game.
He is, I think, a really good high energy player. He's got a lot of tools in his game, and we see him doing really well.
So it looks like Philthy does have an advantage right now, but only by 1. Anything can happen. Hoover's been playing great. Gets out of the way.
Ooh, he tried one of those backing off throws. Now he's going to pay for it.
Oh,
he does.
Good honesty, though.
Yep.
Oh, I couldn't even see him in the corner. Okay, so now we have a 1-on-3.
Just one left.
There's so many people blocking to do. So they're doing a crash here.
Yeah. Only 1 ball sent. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I think that might have been a communication issue. I think McKenna was probably supposed to throw. Great connection.
Okay, but they do avenge him, yep. I also wondered, because time is getting lower and they are up now by 3 points, I can see the argument for, like, why force it too much? If you're playing to win, if you're playing for point differential too, though, maybe you do want to push it a bit more.
Yeah. Well, we run that play a lot in Philly, the crash play, and I'm sure Kim was probably expecting that, but it ended up working out. So good.
And when you say crash, you mean both of the corners rushing up
yes.
on the player after they throw, right?
Yep,
okay.
Exactly.
I was
some pointing.
Yeah. Sometimes the same thing is called, just different stuff everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So.
Like we call our corners wings, or call our corners, and you guys call them wings, right?
Well, I call them corners too, but you're right. A lot of Canadians do call them wings as well. And then I think I just call everybody else middles. I don't know if you have a name for like the people just right inside. Yeah.
Middles. They're all middles.
Yeah. You're a middle. You're a middle. Yeah. But it is a little bit of a different role if you're in the center versus the inside from the corner.
So I think they're discussing. I think they think it hit. I mean, John is out. John Price is out. Okay, so that didn't really. I'm not really sure what that. So all right, so we have. Looks like 5.
5 for Blitz.
4. Yeah.
Oh, 6 still for Blitz actually.
Oh, 6. Okay.
Now 5. Yeah. I think Hoover is a good target for Philthy to aim for.
Yeah, he's been having a great game, moving really well, hitting his targets, so it's a good idea.
Nice try. There's some coverage attempts, but when that ball, Fricker just didn't see it in time.
And Toronto Blitz really needs to close this round
fast.
Really fast to start another round.
Ooh, it pops up.
Really,
Okay.
So Philthy just needs to kind of hang back a little bit and just let the clock run out.
It's actually only about 5 seconds, 3. And that is time on the match clock. I know our stream clock a little bit slower than that, but not by too much. And we are going to go into no blocking. Philthy is going to take the match, but the question is by how much?
And I always think it's good to, regardless if you've won or you lost, to run a no blocking scenario because you want to kind of see how your team survives or doesn't survive. Because there's a lot of the times in teams they panic. And it looks like Manu got a catch, bringing
Another one,
in Underwood.
That was a backline try from Brandon Lee, which, I mean, you do want to throw from a safe enough distance, but that might have been a little too safe.
Yeah, it's a big port. And you just have the ball has so much time to get to the other side.
And in this case, I would say the players on his sides weren't coming up to really threaten either. So it's like it might have worked, but I think it also could have been a higher percentage play done in a different way. So, and now we see Naughty pay for it because Philthy just had all those extra balls. No fear from the other side, and Kerry Burroughs is going to have to do it by himself and no blocking. We'll see how Philthy plays it.
Philthy has really just been.
Ooh. I think if he'd looked, I didn't see if 2 hit him, but if he'd looked at that one coming from his left, maybe he could have had a play on it.
Could have had a chance, yeah. But so Philthy takes that round against Toronto Blitz with some great catches, some great movements on both sides.
Yeah, pretty even match. It was 6-2. It felt like maybe a little bit closer than that, but yep, got to hand it to Philthy. I think they really found their stride in points like 2, 3, 4, and really just carried it all the way through to the end here.
Yeah, they really built up. After, I think, that first point loss, they really started to build up that momentum and really didn't give Toronto Blitz a lot of breathing room to make effective plays. So
a well-played match to them. I believe that'll do it for round robin, so we are going to find out who plays what next. Everybody has been waiting a while to see what the results are to find out. That will be coming up shortly, so we hope everybody will stick around. You see some of the standings up on the screen now. We'll be back with more action from the mid-season clash here at Dodgeball Toronto.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, What's going on? Oh!
said. So, hype to hear, let's go! Consolation bracket playoffs! You heard it here first, Mark sounded amazing. Check. All right. Is this on? Okay, it is. That's like free stuff. You want to try commentating? I better see a lot of new people in the commentary booth tomorrow. We're giving out free shirts to everybody who picks up a match on the commentary. Shout out Shoda telling me to shut up. So up to the YouTube, and Mark will give you a raise, as I mentioned in the tournament announcement video. Hey, be sure to swing by the BC merch booth tomorrow. Mark said if they get rid of everything, he will send me the API. Oh, buy some stuff if you like children, I guess.
Sorry? You playing? I hope not. I certainly hope if possible.
Everybody, please stick around. You might have some team reffing assignments coming up for bracket matches. Please do not go anywhere. We might need you.
The top seeds of the men's division will be reffing the consolation games. I hear you, Josh. I don't know where you are, but I can hear you. What time? I need a court 6 score sheet. Who's over there? 13th row. What a great time to look at the VC store online so you can purchase tomorrow. What time are we open tomorrow, Christina? 10 to 6. Okay, so to get ahead of it, the teams that are reffing. The following teams are reffing this round of consolation matches. So we need the top 5 seeds. Those top 5 seeds are, wait, stand by. Okay, so reffing, team reffing. We'll have Shred on court 1, Fighters on court 2, Outsiders on court 2, Howl on court 3, Quinton Fan Club on court 4, Hex on court 5. These are the team refs. We will have the matches ready for you in 10 minutes. Shred to court 1, Outsiders court 2, Howl court 3, Quinton Fan Club court 4, Hex court 5, reffing. Success and nothing less. Okay, on court 1, I need Legacy versus Forced City Impact. On court 2, I need Showcase and Carnage. On court 3, I need Los Chanclas versus Serial Killers. On court 4, I need Pow and Notorious. On court 5, I need Fate and Deja Vu. My reps should already be there. I need everyone in the courts immediately. Court 1, Legacy and Forest City Impact. Court 2, Showcase and Carnage. Court 3, Stunsless and Serial Killers. Court 4, Pow and Notorious. Court 5, Fate and Deja Vu. Reminder, these are 35-minute matches. Stop clock. You may start as soon as you have your teams. Reps, start your games. Terry on court 1, can I get a thumbs up? Zin, are you reffing? You're head reffing? So, Shred has 4 people? Ian, court 1. Simon, are we good? Who's on court 4? Let's see who's reffing court 4. Nick's to court 4. Where's my teenager? Nick Danchenko to court 4. Oh yeah, Jockers playing dodgeball. They're doing his job. Nick, the whole thing's waiting for you. Marcel, are we good at court 5? Amazing. Start your games, friends. Good luck.